my channel. I am Miya Jha, if you don't already know. And today I want to do a reading for you, Divine Feminine. I want to do a money and career reading today. I've already cleared the energy a bit with my sage. I don't know if y'all can see that burning over here. But yeah, before I even get started, I guess I can go ahead and try to use my singing bowl today because I haven't used it on my channel before. It's just always hanging out right here with me. So, this is a reminder of not needing to rush, taking your time, give you a moment to breathe. Perhaps, Divine Feminine, feels like you are losing patience. Maybe you might feel like you're running out of time right now when it comes to getting your career and finances in order, while also creating this dream life, while also living the dream life. At this time, I just wish to connect with the Divine Feminine to deliver messages of clarity, truth, love, and light at this time. Straighten that up a little bit. All right, Divine Feminine. So today I went ahead and took the cards out, so maybe we might save a little time. We'll see. But as y'all know, I like to get started with a little some affirmation cards for you all. For every reading, we like to start with some affirmation cards. Okay. So whatever the Divine Feminine needs to know at this time in regards to money and career. Excuse me. Maybe you're in a space of preparation. You might not really know what's coming next for you, what's happening, what might be in alignment. Maybe you might have to go back or start a new job just for, even for a temporary, for a season, while you continue to work on even your building your own empire. You may not have to. Remember, we are on divine timing, not on our own timing. So sometimes we just have to be ready and open for whatever is to come. All right, what affirmations do we have for the Divine Feminine at this time for money and career? The first one is, all is well in my body and mind. All is well in my body and mind. By the way, we have our crown here, Divine Feminine, just so you can remember who you are. And the dream light is on. It's hard to see with the light ahead, but the dream light is on. The dream light is always on, okay? Because we are waking up and living in our dream lives, making them a reality. What else for the Divine Feminine at this time for money and career? Goals and expectations. Setting goals. Keeping your expectations open. Always be in the expectation of what's to come for you. Even if it doesn't show up when you want it to or you expect it to on your own timing. It says, this is my birthright to thrive, shine, and succeed. It is my birthright to thrive, shine, and succeed. We had that card come out the other day. It keeps coming out. So it is your birthright. This is your inheritance to thrive, shine, and succeed. I think it came out in the Divine Mother reading. So you might be a mother tuning into this reading today, trying to find balance between just work-life balance in general, especially if you're like a single mother or even just a mother in general, wanting to spend more time with your family, not wanting to compromise those things for a career, needing more balance. But it's your birthright to thrive, shine, and succeed. So I'm going to take that one too. But this one that is here is, It says, I think the wording is a little off. So I'm gonna say I am creatively inspired by my surroundings, and life is my canvas. I'm gonna read that again because the typing on it is kind of bad, and I didn't know it was coming up either, and I'm kind of messing up too. It says, I am creatively inspired by my surroundings, and life is my canvas. So I am creating my dreams. I'm creating my life. We literally have, it looks kind of like a dream catcher right there with the sun and the moon. You're creating your life. You're creating your dreams. And it says, I am in perfect balance. So if you're not already in that energy, just know that that energy is here for you at this time, for you to be in perfect balance in your life. And right now you might still be in the process of figuring it out and trying to find that balance, but know that the universe and the divine is working it out in divine timing. All right, y'all. So for the next card I wanted to use for Oracle, I have the intuitive life coach deck. This was a deck I got when I was in grad school, and I had a lot going on, and that was around the time when I was really like, I'd rather be, like, I remember being in my internship online, and, like, I'm sitting here shuffling cards, so I'm sitting here reading through policy and, you know, waiting by the phone for my supervisor to give me some kind of instruction or something outside of reading. I was like, I'd rather be reading my cards right now. I remember being in that energy. So maybe some of you might be thinking about or going back and forth with yourself about the idea of starting your own channel, doing your own reads. I say go ahead and do it. If the desire is on your heart, it's time to take action. Okay? Even if you start small, if you're doing it for yourself or like people around you, just start it. Sometimes the hardest part is just getting started. So right now is a good time to get in flow. All right, let's see what comes out for the Divine Feminine for money and career at this time. What does the Divine have for Divine Feminine at this time for money and career? I feel like I saw another one too. Yeah. Ooh. All right, I think that's the only one I saw. The first one we have is parting ways. It says, it may be time to move on from this person or situation. So perhaps you might find yourself, with this being money and career, you might find yourself in a position where you just like, time is running out, time is up, it's time for me to leave, it's time for me to move on, it's time for me to go for greater, or I don't even want to just say greater, because we're not going to, you know, not going to poop on nobody else, but sometimes something is just not for you, and it's time for you to move on to greater for yourself. It's time to let go of something. It's time to leave something behind. By this being a money and career reading, this is definitely, I feel like, a situation just in where you're currently at. Maybe you're not making enough money. Maybe you don't have that work-life balance, like I said. Maybe you're having to constantly choose between, you know, if you're a mother, or a parent in general, perhaps you might be in a place where you feel like you're constantly put in a position to where you have to decide between either being able to go to work and make your money or being able to take care of your family and do the things. It's just like there's this imbalance here. So it's like it's saying it's time to part ways. It's time to let go of that old way of being so you can move forward to something new, something better for you. We have celebration, and we got the number 27 on that, y'all. I told y'all the number 27 came up. I didn't know if that was just 27 or literally 2 sevens, like 7-7, but I also kept getting like the 7-7 number. So either way, we have number 27 here, so that's significant. That's talking about celebration. That's why I laughed when this card came out, because I saw it. It says take time out to celebrate. So this is about even celebrating these small wins that you might have. Maybe you might be already working on something, because the fact that it's saying that parting ways here, maybe you already noticed that you're trying to maybe you're in a position where you might still be working a particular job or something, but you might be doing something else on the side, and you might not feel like whatever you're doing is growing at an exponential rate or growing really fast. But this is about you celebrating those small wins as well, because it's going to lead to those bigger wins, especially if it is a new source of income to help you part ways from where you currently are. They could also create like this flexibility that you're looking for this balance, perhaps, for any of you who are just looking for that. It says universal mind for the next one. It says you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. So it's like something is definitely happening here, something worth celebrating. Maybe you are going ahead and leaving this position behind. Maybe you already been in a position where you feel ready to make that move. It's a time for you to celebrate now and to you know, give yourself a little pat on the back for how far you've come. It says you're about to receive a solution to your problem or concern. So literally, the answer is coming for you. I don't know how it's going to show up or when, but just know, I told you in the beginning of the video to stay in expectation. Stay in expectation. The next card we have here is Judgment. It says, you're being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. So with this coming under the parting ways card, it's kind of giving me the energy of maybe you've had a hard time even coming. If you already left this job or situation or whatever, maybe you're in a position where you probably might not be telling people because you don't want to be judged. You don't want everybody asking questions about your next move. Maybe you don't know your next move. Maybe it's a spiritual move. Either way, it's just like you could be avoiding judgment right now from others. This will also be a reminder for you to move in silence. Because everybody don't know what's for you or what the plan is for you, even if you don't know. But you don't want any negative outside forces taken away from what you know to be true. Because sometimes you might just have like a few steps given to you. You might not have the bigger picture. You don't know where you're going or what you're doing, but you know what you need to do in this moment. This could be about you being able to part ways, and maybe you could even feel alone right now because you don't want to face judgment, or maybe others are looking at you wondering if you already left your job, or you know, something. Maybe others are looking at you and maybe you feel judged because they're looking at you to figure out what you're going to do next and you still may not know. Or maybe you are working on some things behind the scene, like I said, with the celebration card, but you could be seeing like these small wins. You need to celebrate those small wins. It says inner child. It's talking about having more play, even with this coming on the celebration card. It says you are currently healing old emotional wounds. So perhaps you've been feeling under judgment because you've been moving in a way that of others' expectations of you, but now you've surrendered to that. But I feel like because after you parting ways, you're taking control over your life, over your situation, and moving in with the divine at this time. And by that universal mind card being here, that definitely give me the energy of divine. I'm going to take this one first. We'll let that one be last. So, and coming under universal mind, we have universal flow. So this is you being in the divine alignment and moving with spirit. It says it's time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. So right now is not a time for you to be stressed about your situation or how things are going to work out. Things are working in divine timing. This is about you being in flow and alignment with the divine. You made the moves, you made your actions. Probably the only step you probably even had was to part ways, and you knew that in your spirit because you knew it was time to go. But right now is the time for play and enjoyment. We had to come out in the mother reading as well. And with this inner child coming out in celebration, I feel like that's what it is. And it's at the center of your reading. And lastly, we have metamorphosis. So you're going through a transformation right now. Your life is literally going through a transformation at this moment, even in your money and career, finances, just flexibility, lifestyle, all the things. It says, like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you are about to get your wings. Okay, so you are literally going through a transformation right now that has literally been coming out in pretty much all the readings that we've been getting lately. So Divine Feminine, just know that good things are coming for you. And you know, you're not under judgment right now. You've been following your heart, and you've been following spirit. You've been getting into a divine alignment. And you're about to start seeing the I feel like you're about to start seeing like the fruits of your labor begin to sprout for whatever it is that you're working on to create this new life, this dream life that you desire. You're already working on it, and I feel like you're about to start seeing more growth. You're about to start seeing more growth here. You're literally transforming. And remember that transformation takes time. So I know we get tired of hearing that patience word. Believe me, I do too. I get tired of hearing patience. Sometimes you need stuff done right now, you know, to reduce stress and worry. But sometimes you just have to give that into the divine and trust in the divine. But know that change is here. You're already going through this process. All right. Whew. What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine at this time for money and career? By the way, you guys, this is the Angel Wisdom Tarot deck. Money and career for Divine Feminine at this time. What does the Divine Feminine need to know? We're doing pretty good on time. All right, so the first card we have is the Page of Wands. I'm just going to read the bottom of the card to y'all because, like, the words could stick out to somebody. It says enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, and patient. News, they go that word again with the patient, so you might be feeling impatient right now. News of exciting opportunities, allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions and finish what you start. So like I said, you may have already started something and you're starting to see maybe a little growth here and there. This is telling you to be consistent and keep forging ahead, keep using your creative abilities. For whatever it is that you're working on at this time, like I said, some of you might even start doing readings or whatnot if you resonate with that at all. We have the King of, that's the what, Swords? The King of Swords. It says intelligent, impartial, respected, stoic, receiving wise advice, remain objective and fair-minded, public speaking, communicate clearly, unemotional relationships, or being emotionally unavailable. So first and foremost, what really stuck out to me was with the speaking, public speaking, and the communication, because I talked about you potentially being a reader yourself. So maybe, or you might not even be a reader, you might not even read cards per se. These are just tools. But you might be a public speaker. Maybe there's a particular group or community that you want to speak to, who you want to help heal in some kind of way. Maybe you've been feeling bored and discontent in general in your life, and now you're in this Page of Wands energy where you wanted to be more creative, wanted to do things that are more exciting to you, more fulfilling. I feel like with this King of Swords card, it's like right now you're in a position where you're just kind of overwhelmed, might be feeling stuck, you don't know what to do, don't know how to move, or you just don't know where the growth is going to come from, because it's like maybe you already are in this creative mood, this creative energy, but you're not seeing the transformation happen fast enough for you, to your liking. What does the Divine Feminine need to know at this time for money and career? But this can be also about like an opportunity coming your way, because like with the Oracle cards that we had, it was saying with the Universal Mind, the answers are coming to you. First we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So that's talking about like material wealth and whatnot. Let's see. The Page of Swords says logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt, an exciting intellectual challenge, brilliant insights, information that you need but might be challenging to receive, Review all documents very carefully. So this is coming right on top of this universal mind card, which was talking about waiting for there's some answers that'll be coming to you. I feel like this is confirmation here with some of the words that were mentioned here, but we also have the butterflies here, so this also significant for transformation. So I feel like that's coming through. I feel like you're learning, but by this being a page of swords, I feel like this information that's going to come through is going to help you move accordingly, be able to move accordingly or move ahead on this path. It's like literally like a combination of this page of wands and this king of swords energy coming forth. You connecting with that inner child, so it's like you're using your creativity but also using what you know to move ahead. And this, I feel like that's bringing you this 9 of Pentacles. Perhaps this creative opportunity is where you're going to build your wealth. It's literally the life that you create, your stability, your lifestyle, your queendom. Money and career for divine feminine. All right, so we have the Six of Cups. We have the Six of Cups right here. It says children or childhood. So like I said, you might be trying to build your life around more flexibility to spend more time with your children or be more involved in different activities that they're doing, just all the things, giving back. But we also have this falling under with the inner child card. So perhaps with the Six of Cups falling up under this King of Swords, maybe you've forgotten how to have fun or just be in this childlike energy or just be creative. Just kind of feeling bored. Maybe you feel like as far as like healing childhood wounds, perhaps you're now starting to go after some of those dreams that you had as a child. You haven't given up on the dreams that you had as a child, because we got the celebration card there as well with the King of Swords. Maybe you becoming the adult of your dreams that you were as a child, like the person you imagine yourself becoming as a child, or imagine the person you saw yourself as a child is like, that's what you're trying to create into being. And where you are presently or whatever you had to walk away from wasn't going to help you get there. Ooh, I'm just going to take one that flipped. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I'm seeing coins in this deck. It says generous, practical, gracious, materialistic, the ability to make anything more beautiful, a love for family and home. Be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, a sensible approach. So with this coming out with the Universal Flow card, and then up under here with the Page of Swords and the Universal Mind card, is kind of giving me like this is something that's divinely guided for you, like I said, but it's like this is what's going to bring that wealth for you. This is how you're going to build your empire by continuing working on whatever this project or projects are that you've been putting in time for. You might not be seeing actual financial benefits for it yet, but it's like you're putting in the work right now. It's like you're doing it because it's fulfilling. There's other fulfillment you get out of it other than just money. And I feel like as you continue doing this, not only are you giving yourself more time to enjoy and have fun and be in this childlike energy and being creative and imaginative, but I feel like it's also bringing in these coins. It's also bringing these coins forth ahead. So this could even be using, like I said, you could be using logic and creativity at the same time to, share wisdom with others, using your voice to speak up, to communicate to others, to even teach. You might be in a teaching position. Again, with like the children coming out here, like I said, y'all might be, some of you might be mothers. And so you could be also teaching your children different ways of life, different ways of being. And you probably realizing that what you've always been told is the only way to, you know, make it in this world. You're learning new ways of doing that, or, you know, you're changing that whole perspective because it's not always true, or certain things don't work out for everybody. So it's like being able to have these options and going after what fulfills the mind, the heart, the spirit, you know. Let me see if I can get why am I shuffling this? Let's see if I can get one more card for this reading, y'all. Actually, I think I might, what card do we need? I think I'm gonna get us some different oracle cards to end the reading off. We're gonna leave off at tarot there. And sorry, y'all, the energy is just a little bit low here. Your girl is tired, okay? We're gonna get some messages from the Angels and Ancestors deck for money and career for Divine Feminine at this time. What does the Divine Feminine need to know at this time? Money and career. Alright, we'll just get a few cards from this deck and then we'll move on. Alright, money and career for the Divine Feminine at this time. Okay. Alright, I pulled 3 cards. The first one is Lady. So as you can see, there's growth here. Literally fruits here. So fruits of your labor. It says enjoy growth and reap rewards. So just know that your growth and your rewards are coming. This financial abundance is coming. But with this enjoying this growth, this enjoying the process, enjoying whatever it is that you're doing creatively, what you're putting your heart into. Right here with the Water Guardian that talks about emotions as well, fulfillment. It says connect with your emotions. So literally what you put your heart into, what you really put your energy into, that's where you're going to see the growth and the rewards. Your passions, your energy. Like I said, you might not be seeing growth where you are if you're in like another position, maybe even working for somebody else at this moment, because that's not where your heart is. But it's like by you moving in your creative energy and creating your own thing, or putting your own wisdom out there, just whatever you're putting your energy into, your heart into, that's the place where you're going to reap these rewards and this growth that you're creating for yourself. Okay. And then we have the moon. The moon talks about things that are hidden, and we already have with the universal card come out mentioning about I'm just going to read it again. It says you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. So maybe you haven't really, understood where you're being taken or what you're supposed to be doing, or you probably been doing all these things but not really knowing why. But this is telling you that your answers are coming. The truth is going to be revealed. But it says moon, take note of intuitive messages. So like I said, this is about you connecting with the divine as well, receiving these next steps, receiving this information from the divine and moving in alignment with the divine. So that's all I have for you right now, Divine Feminine, for money and career reading. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, what you doing? But for real though, any information you might need from me will be in the description box below. And until next time, bye.